It's the 8:20 turn, and I have another minor correction to make following a reread of the rules. When these guys had to do their save yourself retreat, they had a machine gun company with 1 step loss. It says you need to remove half the remaining step losses rounding up, so as you only had 1, rounding up makes it 1, and he's lost, so I've literally just got the 1 step there, so not that it's going to make a lot of difference, but just to make sure we get that right. On the opshoot front, both have accrued 1 turn, and the Americans get their forlorn hope of digging in. As before, they need 65 or better. Oh, close, but not close enough. So let's go for artillery. 1 for the Americans, 5 for the Germans. There's not a lot the Germans can do without bringing the fire down on themselves, so there's no German artillery this time round, but the Americans have an option, and they will bring 1 down on here. I've been umming and ahhing, but whether we do something crazy and just try and almost cool things down on top of ourselves with some of these, but I think we're not quite at this desperation stage at the moment, so let's cool this down and see what damage it can do around here. So as before, Americans rolling the 11, so I need 33 or better for a good shoot. 66. Oh, they could have done that with the option sheet, but right, so a good shoot in the attack zone. So I do get 3 goes at these Panthers now, so 3 goes at 10 or better. Mind you, I have the option of making these into fire mode, into move mode rather, to escape, and that I'm going to do. So let's put that back. Let's get rid of that file marker because that will be irrelevant now. So they're going to shoot next time, but I think it's better than losing them. So fire mode, move mode means it's a -1, so I need 11 or better. 3 goes at that. 1 gone. So that, oh, made no difference really. They got it anyway. But so it's one Panther, and this time I can actually put it down on there. That'll help the US victory tally. They really need this. They're not going to be holding this at the end, so it's all about inflicting casualties, and they need to inflict 15, at least 15, to shift the victory down a step and get, hopefully hold it to just a minor victory. Right, so that means I've got 18 firepower against both of these. He is suppressed and there's only 4, so -1 on him, -1, -2, so it's -3 in total. So the 9 to 10 column. 41 is a morale check. He's got a morale check of 4 to 5 because it's an attack zone. 55. So save yourself retreat. Now that's interesting because he has to retreat away and he has to retreat towards cover. So that will come back, which means he actually needs to fall into the attack zone. I have a feeling we don't necessarily have to do this if you're actually in the artillery zone. Let me just double check the rules. Oh, he's right, you don't have to run through lots of artillery fire. You can instead become paralysed, and I think he's going to do that rather than run into a 36 attack over here. You saw what happened to the Panthers. And finally, these guys here get an 18 attack. They're out in the open, so no adjustments. 44, they take a step loss. And make some morale. Cool, morale's not so good. 5, and then attack zone says 6, so 21 or less to stay. Nope, they are suppressed. Let's get rid of that then. So that certainly slowed things down over here from the American point of view. We can take off another 155 battery. Okay, on to the action phases. Who's got the initiative? 1 for the Americans, 1, 2 and 4. Germans first. So, how do they want to do this? They really need to take this guy out. Hang on, first I can remove these markers and down here as well. We need to start moving into town to take these guys out. Now what do we have in here? We have 2 more steps. I really need someone to sort of finish them off. Now I knew these guys have a view up here. So I think we're going to start off with an attack, see if I can get a suppressed result on this. If I can then really move in on them. So 15 plus -3, 9 to 10, 44, morale check of 4, but battalion morale is now 2, so it's 6. He needs down to 5. He's 25 or less to survive. No, he's suppressed. Right, let's get rid of that. That's what we wanted. Actually, I could I should have kept the fire marker. There, fired. Okay, so he is ripe for attack now. What we will also do is, how else are we going to move up? We need to get a view to shoot at him, really, don't we? I'm going to start over here with my attack, so he can call down mortar support from over here. So we've got 14 with a -3 takes it to 7 or 8. 31 or better to have some effect. 51 is another morale check to 4. But he's protective, so 42 or more to have some effect. No effect. They're fired. Yeah, I think he can have a shot as well for 7 with only a -1, so it's a 6 attack. 23, no effect. I think it's time to send the tanks in, and these as well too. See if we can do an overrun. Okay, well, I'll do him first. We'll take the rest with him. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same for him. Same for him. So we've got a chance. It's in the open at 1 range, so 3 goes at 10 for anti-tank. Far against Overwatch. Oh, well, that was successful. Oh, over here. So I have to be careful now. I want the next one triggers a check. I don't want my Panthers retreating. And I'm now up to 10 step losses. I'm going to wait there for reinforcements. And these guys can now move in. So 1, 2, because I think 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets a shot at him. So that's 6. 6 with a -1, which makes it 5. So he's got a morale check of 4 of 3. Needed 41 or less, and he got a 45. So he is suppressed. Need to get someone up ready to assist these. So again, it's going to move in. Yellow shot, 3, 6 is moving, but there's a tank, so that cancels that out. But there's a +2 because of the 1 range. 24 better to get an effect? No. So you can stop, and the Panthers get a chance. No, one of them is still in blue mode. To fire back 10 with only -1. 25 or better to have an effect. 31 morale check on this guy. 4, 3, 53 depressed. It's starting to have the effect they wanted. Oh, now I can really start moving in. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these will just move up and keep as my reserve. Okay. I think we're going to have one more attempt to try and bring stuff down before we move in on these guys. So that's 8, 11. 11. -3. Oh, it's going to be pretty effective, but I need a 42 or better to have. Let's get a morale check on these guys. No, I don't. And a 12 on my mortars is means they're out of support, out of ammunition. Don't have any. I'll just put that on there to remind me that they're out of ammunition. That is a pain. These guys though are all in a good position to move up now, so I won't bother flipping these. Are going to go one. What's a hedge for these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and stop there. One and a half. And that'd be 2.5. This is on a row, a second row, so I can't. Yep, so you can stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This guy, she's going to join up and help the attack on these. And then the get ready for an attack next time. And I'm just going to check. Yes, actually I can get line of sight potentially through these buildings. He's going to have line of sight on him, so I think it's time to move in and try and take this guy out. So he's suppressed so he doesn't get any far back. So in we go. He will lose his suppression marker as we move in. But right, so first up, so joint attacks, I've got, remember he's in move mode, 4, 9 plus 4. It's on the 21 to 25 round. Right. Squad is dead, but we get a simultaneous fire, so he gets one last fire back. He is 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift to 4, and the other was in move mode, so he's on 21 to 25 as well. 32. A step loss for the Germans. So another one of those. Battalion morale now 3. I can keep my marker. Morale of 4, 3, 65. He's got to run away. So he achieves the objectives, but he has to run. Which means he really has to run back to there. So let's move him out of the way. Go into there. I'm not going to mark him suppressed because he can recover his suppressed markers straight away. The bottom there. I'll take it off at the end of the turn. So another squad falls to the Germans, but we have some opportunities to recover potentially now. So all those are in. These guys moving in, give themselves, actually that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some shots at the back here. Potentially get some crossfire opportunities as well. In fact, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hang on, I'm deviating massively from my op sheet here. I can't do that. These were told to attack down here, so he doesn't know they're over there, so they should stay there. So that sets them up to cover him off next time round. So just these guys left to do. Right, reviewing their op sheet, I'm going to be really strict on here. This is the line of attack says only to come through the woods, so I'm going to be very strict with them and say I need to try and breach this minefield. So this is what this guy is going to do. Moves up. He has a 9 strength attack. If he survives that being suppressed or paralysed, then he... Oh, you are joking. He's okay, but that was horrible. A 66 3-step loss. Morale of 6. This is going to have to be pretty heroic to survive this. 21 or less. 35, no, he is suppressed, so that failed spectacularly. Seems like the Germans are doing a lot of their damage to themselves with that. Right, we won't bother. Well, I'm going to move. I'm going to have to get through somehow, so move these back up. Continue the supporting attack on those. And up at the top here, we need to kill some far down. So first up, we are going to call down the mortars onto here. 8 with no modifier. 44 is a morale check, but that's a morale of 6 now. 41 is suppressed. He will fire on him. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 with a plus 2. Minus 2 rather. 36 are better to have some effect. 24. No effect. I'm going to leave him in Overwatch. Oh, no, not him that's fired. He gets to fire back though. 3, 6, 8. Oh, 8. Even with a minus 2 is 62. Is a step loss. On these guys. You know, yeah, step loss I should, and I'm not. Oh, I mean, give me the proximity adjustments, but never mind. So I'm just going to have to. No, still step loss. Still morale of 3, 2, 46 or better. Yep, he maintains his discipline. That's as far as the slot over here are going to go. I think we can we'll leave that as it is. So, end of the Germans, on to the Americans. Right, they haven't got any fired markers to remove. What to do? Oh, I forgot a couple of things in the German turn. They can, all these guys can recover from suppression. He can move one more step up because they're all out of. So that's puts them all in a good shape for next time. American time. Right. He's far too dangerous to try and do, although he's going to get crunch next time anyway. So I may have to do it whatever. Right, I've got some options of calling in some fire over here. I need to try and get these guys knocked out if I can. So let's start off with this one. Call in the mortars. That is 12, but he's got a -2. He's 31 or better for some effect. 31, bang on. Morale check. Morale 2, but he's in protective, so that didn't affect anything. He can fire as well though, because either units not fired can fire Overwatch at range 1, and that's what he's going to be talking about. So 3, 6, 8, 8 at the same unit. 8 with a +2 and -2, 31 or better, 15, no effect. Which means he can be fired back on. 8. This is with no effect. 26, no effect. Okay, nothing too spectacular here. And that's pretty much what, well, the only other thing I'm going to do is these two will hold, but these, I think I need more support here, so half 1, 1.5. We're going to have to just rally the troops around here and see where we can go. So recovery from suppression. Well, he needs to try. So let's move that off, but what does that bring on top of him? It will be this stack. 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. And he's in, oh no, so 21's covered off. All the things cancel out. 23 at 21. Luckily it's only morale check, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one for partly protective. 6 column. 16, no effect. What a hero. Nicely done. This guy will also try and recover. Now we've got a line of sight through here, so, and these buildings only block it if they actually go through the symbol, so that's not it. He's up on his hill, so I think we're clear. I'll probably better go and just check that. Right, they have a shot, so again that's 18 this time. With a -3, but with a +1 for the range, so only -2. 11 to 13. 46 is another step loss. Well, got away last time. I didn't this time. Morale 5, which makes it 8 with a battalion. Oh, they were brave, but suppressed again. finally this guy. Again, could be painful, but gotta try. We've got against him 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 with only -1. A 56 is a step loss. Roll a 3, 6, 5, 23. He braved it. Well done. He took some damage, but he's there. And do I risk this guy? I think I have to be honest. I need. Well, I've got this guy to fire, so no, I'm going to leave him alone for the time being. No, I'm not. Sorry, being indecisive here. He's going to call down. What's the best? Yeah, I'm going to do 8 with a +2. Modify for the range. Oh, that's not what he wanted. Makes his morale 4, 7. Oh, he almost made it, but 1 off. Their morale is really starting to crack the Americans, so they're going to pay for that. So that completes the American turn for the 820. 840 coming up shortly.